everyone! I'm finally doing my finishes video. I had my 1-year Flosstube anniversary in December of 2015, though I wasn't doing videos at that time. Well, you'll know. So I decided, since it is now my 1.5 years, or approximately my 1.5 years date, that I should do my finishes video. So these will be my finishes from my very first one I ever did until my most recent one. I'm gonna try and make this video quick. This is like the 4th time I've tried to record it. It is just not working out for me very well, so we will attempt to see if this is a go. Now, most of my finishes I actually do not own, or still have, I guess, because they were gifts for someone. Basically, every single one of my finishes that I have done has been a gift for somebody. I've never stitched anything for myself. Well, I'm currently working on a few things for myself, but I have never had a finish that's for me, which is kind of crazy. But, you know, I like giving gifts. So I will have to insert pictures of the stitching or the finished objects that I ended up gifting and no longer have. So here we go. Finish number 1. The name of the pattern is, now I'm probably going to pronounce this sounding Spanish, not French, so I apologize. Le Café de Amor. See, Spanish. It's by Jenna. I'm looking at notes, so if I'm looking down. I'm looking over here because I'm still not used to this camera angle. It's so bizarre. I apologize. So, Le Café de Amor by Jenna, and it is in this book here. Now, I don't speak French, so I'm not even going to attempt. It is Leisure Arts booklet. That door back there, I tell you, it keeps hitting with the wind and bugging me. 3876. And here is my finish. Now, as you can see, lots of backstitching. Very first one I ever did. Kind of ambitious, I think, maybe. I didn't know what was what when I first started stitching. Yeah, it's bad. I mean, back here, it looks pretty okay, right? When you get really close, which probably can't do because of this lighting, it's not good. So this also had French knots in it. So my very first piece I ever did was mostly backstitch, a little bit of cross stitch, and a little bit of French knot. So kind of crazy. Yeah, the French knots are not really French knots. They're kind of just me trying to make a knot and make it look like, you know, something. So if you can kind of see right there. Yeah. So this I actually stitched for my mom for Mother's Day. I was going to frame it, but I took it to the framer and realized that it's a lot of money. Actually, it was quite a lot of money for this little piece. So I was like, yeah, no. I don't remember. Okay, so this I finished March of 2013. It is on 14 count Aida 2/1. And this is before I knew that your stitches should all go in the right direction, or the same direction and all that, so it's just... But I mean, for a first piece, it's not terrible. And I'm going to do something crazy, guys. I'm going to show you my back on my very first piece ever. There we go. So, I mean, not horribly bad, but not very good either. So, we'll just put that aside now. Number 2, this one I do not have with me. I will have to insert a picture. The name of the pattern is just called German Shepherd, and it comes out of a leaflet, a Gloria and Pat book called Dogs You Can Count On by Vanessa. Here's the book. Now this is a pattern from, or a booklet from 1979, so it's an older one. I got it off eBay or something, I think. But I did this little guy here. Now when I insert the picture, you will see that the colors, you might not notice, but the colors are a little changed around. That we can pretend it was on purpose. My boyfriend, I stitched it for my boyfriend because he loves German Shepherds. They're his favorite dogs. He currently owns one. And I accidentally mixed up two of the colors, one of the dark browns and the lighter brown. Well, it works out because it actually looks more like his German Shepherd than this picture does. So we'll say it was a, purposeful thing. So finish number 3. Now this pattern is called Western Meadowlark, and it can be found in a Leisure Arts pamphlet or booklet, or I don't even know what you call them, called State Birds, Charted for Cross Stitch by John Paul Patrick. So this. There we go. Now I have shown this book before if you've watched any of my previous videos. I love it so much. I think anyone who likes birds, even if you don't really like stitching birds, you should still get this because I didn't know I liked stitching birds so much until I got this pattern or this book, and I was like, oh my goodness, they're awesome. So it is Leisure Arts number 322 if you're interested. I finished this November 2014. It is 83 stitches wide by 55 stitches high. I forgot to mention on my German Shepherd, that is 72 stitches wide by 115 stitches high on 14 count Aida 2/1. I finished it in May 2013. I don't know if I said that. Now back to Western Meadowlark. This is full and back stitching. Oops, wrong one. And that would be this guy here. And there we go. That's the matching fabric there. Now, obviously, it's not completely an FFO because by the time I made this, I didn't know how to hand sew. My grandma was going to fix it, but she's like 84 and is kind of not as good with her hands anymore, so she's just kind of left it. And I told her that I would go ahead, now that I know a little bit more about hand sewing, I would go ahead and close up for her. So that is number 4. This is not my first FFO though. I will show you that next. My 4th finished, but first FFO. Oh, that door. The pattern is Blue Hen Chicken, and it comes out of the same book as my last one. I finished this November 2014. It is 63 stitches wide by 73 stitches high. It's full and back stitching, and it is 3/1 on 14 count white Aida. Oops, sorry, I didn't grab it. This is my very first ever FFO, which, looking at it, you'll probably be able to tell that. Here we go. So let's just focus on the chicken, because the chicken, I think, is done pretty well. The rest of the pillow, not so much. Though it kind of adds to the kind of country eclectic theme that it's a little 2 different threads, and oh my gosh, you guys, it's so bad. And I was using my grandma's really old sewing machine that needs a lot of work. And we ran out of thread halfway through, and just bad. So we'll pretend. But the fabric is cute, right? And the stitching's good. I made all my crosses go the same way. So that's good. Now, finish number 5. I do not have this anymore as it was a gift for my boyfriend's mom. I will insert a picture. This also came out of the same book as the other birds. This was finished in November 2014 as well. These really only took me like 2 or 3 days to stitch. They're very quick stitches. It is 64 stitches wide by 61 stitches high, stitched on 14 count white Aida 3/1. This also had full and back stitching. This I did frame myself. I think it's pretty decent for my very first time ever framing anything. I just put it on a little bit of foam board and took the glass out because it wouldn't have fit otherwise, kind of stuffed it in and used the same back that the frame came with. So there's that. Okay, that's number 5. Number 6 also came out of the same book as the other birds. I'm telling you, I like the book a lot. This is, the name of the pattern is Robin, so I'm sure you can imagine what it is. I finished it November 2014 as well. It is 77 stitches wide by 79 stitches high. I did this on green 16 count Aida 2/1. It is full and back stitched. Now this one actually is a complete FFO. And my grandpa this was for my grandpa, and he was actually born in Connecticut, and the robin is the Connecticut state bird. And we also have robins here, and my grandpa is a very avid bird watcher, so I just thought it would be perfect for him. And this is the backing fabric I chose. So I thought it worked quite well. I really like them. That's number 6. Number 7. Get myself organized. Okay, number 7. This, I don't know what the name of the pattern was. I got it from a book at the library. I don't even remember what the book is. I apologize. If I can find out, I'll link, I'll put on here. It's just a little golfer dude. I finished this November 2014 on white Aida 14 count 1/1. Or 2/1. Yeah. 2/1. Who's this guy? Look. See if I can get my light to kind of focus on that more. There we go. Sorry about the little interruption, guys. My dog flipped out. Alright, whip finish number 9 is called Ring-Necked Pheasant, and it also came out of the State Birds book. This was finished in January of 2015. It is 55 stitches wide, 63 stitches high. It's full and back stitched. I did it on 16 count oatmeal Aida 2/1. Actually, no, I believe it was Fiddler's Aida. It was either oatmeal or Fiddler's. It was basically that. I finished it into a pillow. I do not have it. It was a gift from my boyfriend, but I will insert a picture now. Alright, number 10. Now this is sort of a finish. It was actually a biscornu. I finished all the stitching, but I have not turned it into the biscornu yet. This is another one that I have hiding. It's probably off of that German Shepherd somewhere. The name of the pattern is We're All Mad Here. It's an Alice in Wonderland themed biscornu by Clouds Factory. I finished this on March 2015. It is 69 by 69. I did it on 14 count Aida. I used blue for the front and pink for the back. And I do believe this was 2/1. I will insert a picture here. Finish number 11. Now this one I kind of made on my own. Sorry if you can hear my dog growling. This one I kind of made up on my own. I found a free pattern, or not pattern, but like alphabet online, and I just took a few words and I just wrote out the word nerdy. It's in the periodic, I don't know how to pronounce that, tables. It spells out nerdy. Excuse me. Again, I don't have it. I will insert a picture. This was finished April 1st, 2015. I did it on white 14 count Aida, 2/1. Finish number 12. The pattern name is I Ate Some Pie, but as you will see when I insert a picture, it is spelled out in mathematical terms. This is by Nerdy Little Stitcher on Etsy. I finished this April 21st of 2015. It is 2/1 on 16 count. I believe it's white Aida. Now I'll post a picture here. This I also did finish into a pillow. Number 13. The pattern name is Yoda Do or Do Not, There Is No Try. And this was by Stitch Bucket on Etsy. I will list everyone, designers and all that, I will list below. I finished this April 2015. I did 3/1 on 14 count blue Aida. This was 50 stitches high by 60 stitches, or 50 wide by 60 high. Now I'll insert a picture. Number 14. Name of the pattern is Harry, Ron, and Hermione, which I think her name is Hermione, but that's just the name of the pattern. I'm not a huge Harry Potter person, so I don't really know. But it is by The Tiny Needle on Etsy. I finished this on May of 2015. It's on 18 count white Aida, 2/1. The stitches were 68 wide by 40 high, and I framed this one, so I will insert a picture. Finish number 15. We are getting close, guys. I have 29 finishes, so we're closer. Finish number 15 is called Never Grow Up. This is also by Tiny Needle on Etsy. I finished this May of 2015. I did 2/1 on 18 count Aida, and it was 89 stitches wide by 61 stitches high. And for the floss I used on this, I used DMC Pearl thread. I do not know the name of it. It was gifted to me. And some Moe's Sales floss. I used, oh, you know what? I don't actually have the ones that I used with that. I will list below if I can remember what I used. I will list below and let you guys know what it was. Finish number 16 is called Home Sweet Home TARDIS, and this is by Nerd Pillow or Pilo on Etsy. I finished this June of 2015. I did it 2/1 on 18 count white Aida. This is 93 stitches wide by 135 stitches high. I'll insert a picture. Finish number 17 was just a tiny little heart. I believe it was a Priscilla kit. I don't know the name of it. I'm just calling it Flag Heart because it was heart and it looks like American flag. I finished this June of 2015. Finish 18. Batman's Enemies 2, and I only stitched one of the little characters' Clayface. This is by Wee Little Stitches on Etsy. I finished this June of 2015 on 18 count white Aida 2/1. Finish 19. Cute Narwhal by Daily Cross Stitch on Etsy. I finished this July 2015. I stitched it 2/1 on 18 count Aida. It was hand dyed, but I do not remember who the dyer was. It might have been, no, I'm not even going to say because I honestly don't know. It was like a really, really light purple. And I stitched that in Mo's Sales Floss medium teal for the main body of the narwhal, which you will see when I post the picture. Everything else was charted, as charted. It is 79 high by, or wide, sorry, by 74 high. Here's a picture. Finish number 20. Batman's Enemies, number 1. And I just stitched the Harley Quinn character out of this. This is also by Wee Little Stitches on Etsy. I finished this July of 2015 on 18 count white Aida 2/1. Finish number 21, Pixel People in Love, Buttercup and Wesley by Wee Little Stitches on Etsy. I finished this July of 2015. I stitched it on Fiddler's Count, or Fiddler's Count, on Fiddler's Aida or Oatmeal Aida, I'm not exactly sure. Lost my place. 18 count, 2/1, 98 wide by 70 high. And I do have this one. So this is my little, as you can kind of tell, there's a little bit of metallic in her belt there. And I just framed it in a hoop and just a little fabric. But now I don't know why it's like kind of puckered right here. I guess the way I framed it. This is the first time I've ever framed in a hoop, so I like it. I think it's really cute. And then of course this is Princess Bride if you are unfamiliar with those characters. Number 22 is Mini People in Love, Belle and Beast by Clouds Factory. I finished this September of 2015. It is 38 stitches wide by 45 stitches high. I stitched this on 18 count white Aida 2/1. Finish number 23, Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End by Clouds Factory. I finished October 2015. It is 125 stitches wide by 26 stitches high. I did it on 18 count white Aida 2/1. Number 24, Nutcracker, and this was a free online pattern. If I am able to find the web address, I will link it below. I finished this November of 2015 on Oatmeal 18 count Aida 2/1, and I did finish it into a little Christmas tree pillow. Number 25, Ringo Sgt. Pepper's Beetle Cross Stitch is the name of the pattern, and it is by Stitch and Friends on Etsy. I finished it February 2016 on white Aida 18 count 2/1. It is 31 wide by 53 high, and I will insert a picture. Number 25, we're getting really close, guys. The Beatles. I basically just took a free alphabet that I found from Google, and I wrote out the Beatles, and that's that. I finished this February of 2016. So actually, Ringo was my first finish of 2016. This was my second finish of 2016. I did it on 18 count white Aida 2/1, and I do not know the name of the floss that I used, but it was a red, white, and blue As you will see in the picture, I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of the person I got it from. It was, I don't know, it was some hand dyer, but it might have been someone on Etsy, or not Etsy. I don't remember. Number 26. This is also a pattern that I just took a free alphabet I found off Google and created a word from it, and it is Eureka. It is finished February of 2016, 18 count Aida 2/1. And again, I don't know the hand-eye on this one. I can try and figure it out. If I can find out later, I will put the floss name on here. So here's the picture. Number 27, Fairy with Flowers. And this I found it on Pinterest, and it linked back to someone's website that had the free pattern, so really hoping it was free. But I will put the name of the web address down below. This was finished March of 2016 on 18 count Fiddler's Aida 2/1. The pattern size was 99 stitches wide by 93 stitches high, and I used Moe's Sales floss, and I do have it here, I can show you. For the body of the fairy, I used Clara Oswald. Can't tell how well that's showing up. It looks a little darker, but it's actually it's a purple and gray. I used that for the body. For the flowers, I used Aurora. And for the stems is Gumball. And those, again, are Moe's Sales floss. And I finished this into a pillow. Finish number 28. The name of the pattern is Low Sodium Freaks by Bonstermatic, possibly, on Etsy. I finished this March 2016 on Fiddler's Aida 18 count 2/1. And this pattern is 61 wide by 97 high. And now for all of you Supernatural fans out there, you will get this pattern. It says, what kind of household does not have salt? Low sodium freaks. Apologize for the crease, that's just how it was folded. I need to wash and iron this. And then my very last finish was a quote from the movie The Lost Boys. And again, I just created this from a free pattern, a free alphabet pattern that I found online. I finished this March 2016, and I used Moe's Sales floss Frankie. I did this on 18 count white Aida 2/1, and I turned it into a pillowcase. So there you go, guys. Those are all of my finishes that I have ever done. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about anything, let me know. I will do my best to link below all of the information that I can about the patterns and designers and anything that I mentioned in this video for you guys. And I just want to say thank you to all my new subscribers and to those who are still with me, even though it has been forever. I am doing my best to try and do more videos. It's just very difficult between my health and this house as you can tell, I'm in a different spot again. This house is really, really bad lighting. I'm sure you can see by my ghost-like appearance. Yes, I really am this pale in real life. I have to have the light shine on me. It's just the way this house is set up. It just does not have a lot of natural lighting. And it's hard for me to find a place where there's, since I don't live by myself, I live with my family, find a place that has enough light that's not in the middle of everything. So we're trying out this spot, seeing if it works. You might see me somewhere different in my next video, who knows. But I just want to say thank you again. And also, if you did watch my previous video, you will see, or you will know that I'm trying to raise money for my dog Scooter's knee surgery. I have a GoFundMe account. If any of you are interested, please check below. All the information is on the account. You just gotta click on the link. So thanks for watching, guys. See you later.